Well, it's ready. It's all out of the oven. Yum. I'm keen on making a jackfruit chili, which we're going to stuff into some baked potatoes and have some salad on the side. So I'm very excited about this. I haven't made this recipe before, so let's do it together. So I just chopped up this delightful rainbow salad. I thought I'd spare you the chopping, but let me know in the comments if you would rather see all of that as well. I'm just going to start by baking some potatoes. I've only got these little ones, but if you have bigger ones, you could use them. And I'm just gonna give them a little bit of a stab because the other day I was baking potatoes and one of them just exploded in the oven. It was very violent. Maybe not as violent as me stabbing these guys. So we'll pop them in the oven and then we'll get on with the sauce. Start off by cutting up some garlic and onion and grating some ginger. I always go a bit lighter on the garlic and onion. My tummy doesn't love too much of them, but I do love the taste and the health benefits. Finely slice the onion, and then I'm just gonna grate some ginger. I'm not sure if it's normal to have mushrooms in chili, but I like mushrooms. So, and I've got these mushrooms, so I'm going to chop them up and put them in my chili. And there's no one here to stop me. There's some enoki mushrooms, some of these, like, I think they're called wood ear fungus, and some shiitake mushrooms. So I'm just gonna chop them all up and pop them in my pan. So here's what that all looks like, and I'm just gonna go cook it off on the stove. While I'm waiting for that to heat up, I'm going to cut up some celery, and I've got this capsicum, righto. Capsicum done, and I've got these corn cobs as well, so we're just going to take the corn off the cob. If you didn't have corn on the cob, you can use frozen corn. Getting corn everywhere in the kitchen. I'm going to chop up a couple of these dates just to add a bit of sweetness. I want them to cook down in the sauce. I'm gonna go with 4. The mushrooms and onions are all cooked down, so now I'm just gonna add these vegetables. I might also add a little bit of water just to make it not stick on the bottom. Add some tomato paste, some chili flakes. If you had ground chili, that would work too. Got some smoked paprika, some cumin. I'm gonna add a little bit of cinnamon, some pepper, bit of vegeta, and I've got this chipotle barbecue sauce, which I thought would add a nice bit of smokiness. I've also got some thyme, which I'm just gonna pull off and pop into the mix. And now I'm gonna add a tin of tomatoes. Rinse the can out. I hate to lose any goodness. I've also got this tomato passata, and then I've got some balsamic vinegar, which I'm going to pour over the top as well. Oh, and the last thing I want to add is a bit of nutritional yeast. I'm going to put some beans into the mix. So I'll start off with these black beans. I've also got a tin of red beans. I'm not a fan of bean juice. I'll pop my beans in. Well, that already looks pretty fantastic, I gotta say. And now I've got this tin of pulled jackfruit, which I'm just going to rinse. That's a good sound. Wow, it looks like tuna. It looks so much like tuna. That's crazy. Gotta give that a try. Tastes like pickled nothing. Okay, so I'm gonna just pop this jackfruit in and mix it up. Very curious to see how this tastes. It's good. We'll just let that cook away for a little bit and we'll make the sauce. I'm going to make a cashew sour cream, and then I'm going to take the peel. So much flavor in the peel, and I really want this sauce to be punchy. And now I'll just cut this and squeeze it. I've got another lime here, but I'm gonna save it for squeezing over at the end. Okay, and into my limey mix, I'm gonna put some miso paste, maybe just a teaspoon. Put a 1/4 cup of cashews, and on top of that, some soy yogurt. I'm just gonna cover the cashews in water. Blend this baby up. Just gonna give it a taste. It's nice, but I think it actually needs some apple cider vinegar because it could use a bit more twang. So we're nearly ready to go. I'm just gonna chop up this avocado, and I've got some basil to put over the top. Oh, don't you love it when avocados work out? I might just pick all of the basil off its stem. And I've also got this lime that we'll chop up to squeeze over the top. The potatoes are all done. I might just do 3 small potatoes. I bet that's sort of like the equivalent of 1 big one, I guess. I'm just gonna cut them in half and open them up a bit. Oh, hot potato. So now I'm just going to pop some of this chili on top of the potatoes. Probably gonna, I've got lots of chili. I might just douse the potatoes with chili. Yum. And I'll go some salad on the side, and I'll also put some of this, tear up some of the basil over the top of the chili, and I'm going to get some of this avocado on. Oh my God, this looks so good. This as well, this beautiful cashew cream. It's like sour cream. I'm just gonna pop that over my potatoes and a little bit over my salad, and I'll put some balsamic over my salad as well. I have got to show you this up close. It looks incredible. Oh my gosh. Yum. Let's give it a try. Okay, I'm just gonna squeeze over some lime. Difficult to get everything in one mouthful, but I'm gonna give it a bloody good try. Here we go. Yum. The chili's like smoky and a bit spicy. Not too spicy, because if you want more spice, add more chili flakes. But for me, this is perfect. And it's just got everything, all the balance of everything. And I just know I'm going to feel really good after this as well. I've got a lot of chili now. So I reckon it's going to last me a while, but it's very yummy and I'm very happy, and it goes beautifully with my salad as well. Let me know if you're going to give it a try, and hope you like it. See ya.